I can't believe you're standing up to Greg Wallace there. He gave you that funny look, didn't he?
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I mean, since I'm not a great eater anymore, I'm a great feeder. And I was terrified. I think it's the only time I shut up when somebody knows better about something and cooking. They know better, John and Greg, than I did. So,
but it's funny because I was watching that clip thinking, God, you seem so relaxed and chilled in what you were doing. I think it's the most terrifying show on the telly for me.
I'm one of those weirdos who's up at 3 in the morning ironing, watching The Sopranos or MasterChef. Right? Seriously. So, you know, life on the edge for me nowadays is like a chai latte and Jeremy Kyle. That's about as rock and roll as I get.
And who are you up against?
I was with Amy. I'm with Amy. I'm with Sid.
Oh, you love Sid, don't you? Yeah.
I'm adopting Sid.
Yeah.
And I love him. Yeah. And Sid and Liz and Louise. Right. So and Louise is very different. She's very elegant, very posh bird, and I'm kind of not so elegant. I'm not too posh.
Now I know you will, because I've done it, and so has Linda. So I know you will have filmed it all already.
Yeah.
How unnerving is it to have Greg come right up when you're in the middle of cooking and start shouting the time at you?
Well, to be honest, Janet, I mean, I'm a fan of it, and you were the template for me. I remember watching you and Amy. I've watched you for years on the TV, and I know you're kind of CV and everything, and very impressive. And even though I am, you know, not so much a posh bird and a scouser, I like to think I'm a bit of a snob and an intellectual in a lot of ways. I'm well-read and well-travelled, but I watched you and thought, if she cannot swear and keep her mouth shut, if I ever get to go on it, I'll be OK.
Yeah.
So you set the for me. I've got to say, you were incredible.
Yeah, but I did swear, but they cut it out.
How difficult is it? You know, I mean, obviously you've had your gastric bypass, you've lost incredible at 12 stone.
Yeah.
How difficult is it for you now to do a show like that and be constantly surrounded by food?
Well, we're kind of, you know, I'm from an Irish Catholic family and Welsh. Olwyn Evans, my mother, tonight. And you know, we cook a lot. To be honest, I've just got off the plane 18 hours ago with my mates Liz, Kate, Kerry from Marbella. First girly holiday in 10 years. Do you know what we ate? For the whole of the 5 days, I lived on super noodles.
Oh my God.
Curry-flavoured super noodles. I've got to say, I eat spinach and fish every day. That comes out in my book, but I do eat chocolate every day. So I am very careful about what I eat. I have to be.
And are you happy with your weight now?
Oh, happy, wouldn't you be?
Yeah, no, I'm still want to lose some more.
Just a little, another 10 pounds.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever be really completely satisfied and embrace who you are?
Well, you know what? It's my mother always says I don't do anything by halves. I was pregnant at 17, pregnant at 50.
You don't rush things, do you, love?
No.
Right, I had my Danielle and thought if I'd have had Flame first, I'd have had 10.
Yeah.
I had Danielle. She was difficult. Actress. So, no, I'm a great... I believe in that kind of social community thing about cooking, and I think the Europeans showed us English how to do it. You know, that sitting around with the family and doing a meal, and now we do it more. That's why we're obsessed with cooking programmes. You know, I do a lot of stews, and my husband, Paul, is all steak and chicken and fish, and, you know...
Can I ask you something about having a 2-year-old daughter at 50?
Yeah.
I read that you had 8 embryos frozen.
Yes.
So what are you going to do with those? Are you thinking of having more children?
I'd love to, but I don't think Paul will. I think I've got to be honest, it's a big debate, isn't it, about whether to kind of have children. People say about the sleepless nights. I sit sometimes waiting for her to wake up at 2 in the morning, hoping she will.
But you've got these embryos. What if you don't use them? Would you donate them to somebody else?
No, it doesn't work like that because it's Paul's... you can freeze them for up to 10 years now, but obviously you're taking up room and space from other people who've had IVF. So, you know, Dr. Tekin, my surgeon, I saw a month ago, and he said, I am fit and healthy enough
so you've got
to have
12
another
months.
child.
You've got 12 months left, is that right?
Decide, yeah. My husband says if I buy him an Aston Martin, I can have another one. I said I want triplets for that.
Just go out and buy one of those little toy ones in a box. You'll never know. Listen,
yeah.
Tina, it's great to see you. Look
Thank you.
amazing. Look forward. That's tonight, isn't it? 8 p.m. BBC
See me
One.
cooking. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. We'll all be watching.
Here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.